Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate a few SQL statements that are probably useful for you guys when you want to count number of records that has a certain condition. All right. So my demo database here, I call it address book, and I have two tables: city and contact. Now this is my design of the contact table. It has four fields, as shown here. Primary key is ID. Mobile number is I'm allowing nulls. That means you don't have to enter a data for this when you create a new record. And I have one foreign key called city ID. Now city ID, I'm going to do it so that I've created a foreign key here where I link this field, yeah, the city ID field, to the city table's primary key ID, right? So that's essentially what this line does. Yeah, constraint cdfk, that's just the name of the foreign key. This is the name of the field in the current table, the city ID, and references the target, if you like, table. Yeah, so targeting the city table and the ID field of the city table. Okay, now I have a little something here. Normally you don't see this. Basically here it's saying on delete no action. It can be on delete cascade. All right, so it's on delete no action or on delete cascade. There's a few others, but I think these two are the ones that I'm interested in at the moment. All right, so what does on delete no action means is that if I were to delete any records inside my contact table, all right, so okay, I'm going to show you some data. So this is my contact table. All right, so I have four records here, and I have it references city IDs 1, 2, and 3, and this is my city table. So so 1, 2, and 3, they're Jelutong, Jinjong, and Aritan respectively, right? So if I have to delete any rows in here, uh, it will check whether if the foreign key, that's my city ID, whether if this item this record exists in the target table. All right, so for example, of course it exists. Now, so when I delete a record, and if I say on delete no action, then if this ID exists in the target table, then no action will be taken. That means you cannot delete it. You cannot delete this row. In fact, it will throw a transaction. You'll get an error. If, however, you say on delete cascade, all right, if you say on delete cascade, what that means is if you delete any one of these rows, it goes to the connecting table and also delete. So for example, if I were to delete Bidayong, for example, it has a city ID of 3. If I were to delete this, it will go to the city table and delete this one, the ID 3 Aitan row as well. Yeah, cascade means there's a like a domino effect. Yeah, you delete from here, and then whatever foreign key connects to the other table, that record will also get deleted. All right, so that's what it means. So I don't want that to happen, so I would do this instead. Now, if what you want is on delete no action, then you actually don't have to put it in, because by default that's what it is. All right, but here I'm just gonna add it to demonstrate. So here I'm gonna update it. All right, update. All right, I think, yeah, it's done. Okay, so now have a look at my contact again. So this is my contact table. So here, if you look, the first two rows has I think one is Jelutong, yeah. So Jelutong as city. The third row has Junjong as a city, and the last one has Aitam as a city. So now I'm going to show you how to some SQL statements that will in this case, let me show the other one first. All right, okay. So in this SQL statement, what I'm doing is I want to see the city name, and I want a count of the number of city IDs, all right, that are connected to that city name. All right. So here I'm just naming the result as the result field or the result column as total contacts in city. All right. So from city and contact where, so this is my connecting condition, and I group by, because if I want to use count, then I need to use group by. So I'm grouping by the city name. Okay. Now in MS SQL, if you want to show a field that is on the other table, you have to have a group by like this, and then I say order by name. So when I execute, this is the result. So I get Aritam 1, Julutong 2, Junjung 1. All right. Now that's if I were to use the where condition. Now what if I want, hey, I want a list of all the cities. I want to list all the cities and then the total contacts in the city. So I want even the ones that are 0. So then you would issue something like this. You can't use a where anymore. You have to use a join statement, a left join statement in my case. All right. So everything is more or less the same, except that I'm looking at my perspective is from city joining with contact, and this is the same condition that I had for the where clause just now. Same group by. So the only difference is it's a from city first and a left join contact. So when I execute this, I get this results down here. Let me just make it a little bit taller if you like. So it lists out all the city names, and the other field has the count of those cities in my table. All right, so I hope this is useful for you. All right, thanks.